r/AskReddit. What mind-blowing but simple fact for a 4-year-old. Most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. Most. No need to fat shame Nelly the belephant. Her weight is irrelevant. In 1992, a shipping crate full of 28,000 rubber ducks fell off a ship. They kept washing up for years. The 28,000 rubber ducks were extensively used by scientists to gain knowledge about ocean currents, and you can get a bonus if you catch one and send it in with the location and time of the finding. Also, there is the term rubberducking, which is used by programmers to help them find mistakes. They explain their problem to a rubber duck, and by doing so often find a solution. It's nose metal on planet Venus. What? Heavy metal, yeah. It's extremely hot on Venus. There are metals in the atmosphere, but they are only in solid form when it cools down enough. Bees tell their friends about good nearby flowers by dancing. Heck yeah, we do. And if you feed them cocaine, they will exaggerate the amount of flowers and sometimes say they found flowers when they actually haven't, just like humans. Probably not suitable for a 4-year-old, but it's cool to know we are not so different to bees. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. Neither can emus, which is why they are featured on the Australian coat of arms, as it symbolizes our country always moving forward. When she's 6, he can tell her about the Emu War. I dunno, if she's Australian she needs to know as soon as possible. Who knows when the second Emu War will happen. Kangaroos can't walk at all. Their hind legs can't move independently. They have a welded rear differential. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. If you have any, you have to have at least 2. They get lonely. Can confirm, I have 3 poop machines running around. 2 poop machines here. They some nasty little guys, but they're adorable. Otters have skin pockets for their favorite rocks. They are also surprisingly vicious. The reason that they are so playful is because they are such efficient killing machines that they have extra time to spend on things besides hunting, but that's a much less 4-year-old friendly fact. I think I read that they have to eat like 25% of their weight daily. You'd have to be a killing machine to achieve that. There's an island in Japan, populated only by fluffy bunnies. That Google search just made my day. Scrolling down. Bunnies. Hiroshima played a key role during World War II as a poison gas factory for much of the chemical warfare that was carried out in China. Goddamn humans. Who said it was humans running the factories? When a bee is chosen to be the new queen, they are given a special type of honey that completely changes their bodies. Kind of like how a Pokemon evolves. Super simplified, but it's still pretty cool to think about. Royal jelly. Beekeeper here. All legs get jelly royale first, and after a while, I don't know the exact amount of days, the larvae of worker bees get pollen and nectar only. Because of that, their ovaries won't develop properly, which makes them infertile. Only queen bees get jelly royale through all stages of their development in the cell, which makes them fertile and significantly bigger. So, if the queen bee dies suddenly or gets too old, the worker bees start feeding the larvae with jelly royale to raise a new queen. When the first young queen hatches, she stings all the other developing queens while still in their cells. There can only be one. I believe beekeepers sometimes section some off, since queens are valuable. Of course, this may not be a child-appropriate fact. Wouldn't want to encourage sibling murder. A polar bear's skin is black. And their hair isn't white but transparent and hollow. If the skin is black, and the hair is transparent, why are they white? Oh my god, Karen. You can't just ask someone why they're white. Luminescence. The light hitting the hair scatters and makes it glow, basically. So ice bears are actually glowing bears. Mind blown. Butterflies smell with their feet. Butterflies will also literally drink blood, sweat, and tears. Man, butterflies are metal. Iron butterfly. Some species of burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows to keep it free of bugs too small for the spider to get that might try to eat the spider's eggs. This means that tiny frogs are spider cats. Yes. I love it when my cat saves my human eggs from being eaten by tiny bugs. Mine are about to hatch soon. Horses are more closely related to rhinos than to deer. Humans are closer related to chimpanzees than horses are to donkeys, and those can have offspring. Humans and chimpanzees can have offspring together? How did they find this out? These are big obstacles, but not necessarily insurmountable. Other animals with comparable genetic differences, such as zebras and horses, have bred successfully in the past, although the offspring are almost always sterile. There are documented cases of Soviet experiments in the 1920s where artificial insemination was attempted using female chimps and human sperm. However, none of these experiments resulted in a pregnancy, much less the birth of a human Z. There are various urban legends of other later experiments in different labs worldwide, but there's no evidence that the result was ever any different. Pineapples are a collection of berries. Bananas are berries too. And they grow on banana plants, not banana trees. I used to work in a fruit and veg shop as a teenager. We had a woman come in once complaining that all the melons had a dirty mark on them. I explained that's because they grow on the ground, just like a potato or a carrot being covered in earth. She didn't believe me. She thought melons hung from trees. There are more stars than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Also, cows can walk upstairs, but they can't walk down. It takes a little over 8 minutes for the light from the sun to get to Earth. So if the sun died we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. It could be dead even now. Don't eat too many carrots or your skin will turn orange. That happened to my own daughter. By the same token, don't drink too much water or you can effectively dilute your internal chemistry to the point you will get sick. When drinking extreme amounts of water, add small amounts of salt and sugar, so you don't kill yourself. Dogs can tell when you're coming home by how much of your scent is left in the house, if you have a daily routine. Dogs have a sense of time beyond its relation to smells lingering. As anecdotal evidence, I feed my dogs at 8 in the evening every day. If I forget, right around 8:15 they will get up and start badgering me until they get fed. Also, I get up at 9 AM for work every day. I'll let them out at that time. On the weekends, when I really want to be sleeping in, 9 AM without fail they are up and grabbing chew toys and squeaking them in my ear until I get up. Persistent bastards. Humans are bioluminescent and glow in the dark, but the light that we emit is 1,000 times weaker than our human eyes are able to pick up. Hold up. So if I stood in a dark room with absolutely no light and took a very long exposure photo, I would be visible on that photo? Unfortunately no, you need very light sensitive devices. There's an artist who made a music instrument machine that translates this light. But it is still unclear what is the light purpose and effect on our body. What animals have eyes sensitive enough to see us as glow in the dark? Vampire bats, up close, can see our arteries by infrared glow. To them, the arteries of large animals are easy to spot. They have a unique protein in their retina that is activated by infrared wavelength light let off by mammalian body temperature. Owls cannot be choked. OMG, this means that someone tried to choke them and failed on more than one occasion. Giraffe tongues are black. to protect from sunburn as they are out so much during the day. Most people have more than the average number of arms. At first I was like, oh, a troll comment, but then I realized some people have less than 2 arms, making the average less than 2. Nice one.